My great people, please let's not wait until life make you humble. Be humble no matter the height of greatness you get to. Courageous Billions will be the best version of himself if life eventually gives him a second chance. And that will make Munachi a winner because she has really sacrificed a lot in this marriage. Remember after what happened in the last episode that Dan was shot dead by the kidnappers for trying to double cross them to steal the money. The kidnappers never showed any mercy to Dan. They had to kill him instantly. Andy made a promise to Munachi that he's going to do everything possible to bring back Munachi's husband, AGK, back to her. But then Munachi also, on this episode, reminded Andy that she is actually counting on Andy and she's hoping that Andy will give her a call. That is because Munachi trusts Andy and Andy has really acted as a good friend that everyone should keep. This is a kind of friend that our parents would love us to have. And Andy went ahead to assure Munachi that he's going to bring back the husband no matter what. Andy got to the gate and when he looked towards his left, he saw Chinwe crying. And Andy could not help it. He has to walk up to Chinwe to ask, what is the problem? Why are you crying? This is to prove how much Chinwe is missing the brother AGK. Blood, indeed, they say, is thicker than water. Chinwe initially was angry with AGK, but right now, Chinwe cannot help it. She's now emotional that the brother is missing. She cannot afford AGK to die at this moment. She needs to make a reconciliation with AGK. But then Andy assured Chinwe that he's going to do everything again to bring back the brother and she should stop crying. But then Andy went ahead to hug Chinwe. But one of the things that we come to discover that is shocking is that Rita is in love with Andy. But Andy seems to be in love with Chinwe. This will be the next problem we will face in this movie because, Andy is a nice person as well as Rita. So if Rita is in love with Chinwe, if Rita is in love with Andy and Andy is in love with Chinwe, there will be a little problem, but we hope that they'll be able to fix this before it gets out of hand. Munachi and Rita were looking at the both of them hugging each other and making promises to Chinwe that he's going to bring back the brother. Andy is such a nice person and a good friend. But then while Rita was about to leave as well, she got a call from somebody that Choma was poisoned. Remember on the last episode, Dan was happily running to the airport and knowing fully well that he has poisoned Choma. Choma eventually was taken to the hospital and now she is alive. So immediately, Rita told Andy to come over and they both went to visit Choma at the hospital. You know that these people are actually friends and they care a lot about their friendship. This is the kind of friends you should keep. Friends that will care about you and you also reciprocate the care for them when they need you. So when they got to the hospital, Choma was crying and was asking herself, what did I ever do to Dan that made him to poison me? Because I did nothing wrong to Dan. Andy went ahead to tell Choma, Dan actually poisoned her so that he can run away with the ransom. Choma was surprised that Dan could do such a thing. But why are you surprised? Dan has always been a bad person. Choma noticed that Dan is a bad person, but she never actually thought that Dan can take it this far. You can never get to know somebody who has not allowed himself to be open to you. That is what is happening to Choma right now. And she is just crying. But then, as friends always do, they have to sympathize with her and encourage her not to cry because she's in a critical condition right now. She doesn't need tears or anything. She just have to survive this pain because this poison actually went too far. But the luck that Choma actually had is that the gate man actually rushed Choma to the hospital. This was the only safe ground Choma had. If not, Choma would have been a dead woman by now. This should be a lesson to Choma not to ever get involved with people that will make her to abandon her own family. Remember what Dan did to Choma, made Choma to abandon her family. I wonder how Choma is going to face the family now that Dan is no longer in the picture and everything has turned upside down. How are you going to face your family? But then, AGK is still in the hands of the kidnappers. And at this point, the kidnappers are contemplating whether to kill AGK or allow him to go. And AGK was just begging, please, don't kill me. And one of the kidnappers told the others that they have collected the money, they have the 100 million naira. Let them go ahead and kill AGK and go away with the money so that they will not have any trace left behind. AGK was just begging, my family still love me. I know that they still love me. Please, let me go. You can go away with the money. But then, They were really scared that Ejike is going to send the police after them. Ejike cannot possibly do that. I mean, allowing Ejike to go back to his family is an opportunity for him. That means life has given Ejike a second chance. So that's why Ejike was just begging them to please just let him go back to his family. The kidnappers also want to blackmail Ejike by demanding for 10 million naira again from Ejike. And Ejike said, don't worry, I'll make it 15 million. If only you can hand me over my phone, I will make the transfer of 15 million naira to you, because that is the last money I have in my account. I was thinking the kidnappers will actually have mercy on Ejike and not collect the 10 million or 15 million naira from Ejike. But from the look of things, the kidnappers are not even interested in your tears or anything. They just want what they want. So they have to collect the money and go away with it, share the money between themselves now that Dan is dead for trying to double cross them. The money will be enough for them to go. Ejike uncle has to visit Munachi's house. Immediately, he had the news that Ejike was kidnapped. And at the same time, Munachi ran to the door and hugged the uncle and told the uncle that she has actually missed him a lot. But the uncle was like, why didn't you tell me? Ejike is more like a son to me. You should have told me earlier. I would have been here to support as well. At the same time, Chinwe ran to the uncle and also hugged him, and at the end they were like I can see some form of reconciliation, how they were all happy that the uncle was here to also sympathize with them. They all sat down and immediately had a knock on the door. Surprisingly, Ejike was the one coming into the house, and Munachi immediately ran to Ejike and hugged him and was crying. I am so sorry, baby. You're welcome and all that. But then, this is all thanks to Andy. Andy made a promise to Munachi and Chinwe, the sister, that he's going to bring back Ejike, and he actually fulfilled the promise by bringing Ejike. Andy is a good friend and should be appreciated so that he will continue to do the good he's doing in their lives. But then Ejike fainted and they took him to the room for him to rest. So, in a sign of appreciation, while Andy was just waiting on the couch, Chinwe came down and she was acting as if something is wrong with her. She actually went to Andy, and Andy was asking Chinwe, what is the problem? Why are you feeling sad? What is the issue? Remember that Andy is always interested in seeing a smile on Chinwe's face, and Chinwe went ahead to tell Andy, you made a promise to me and now you have brought back my brother to me. I am just here to say thank you so much for bringing him back. This is what the real friends do. They fight for their friends when they need them the most. They don't abandon them or extort money from them, just like what Dan did. The uncle told Chinwe that life to some people doesn't give them a second chance. But now that Chinwe has gotten a second chance, she should not allow this one to go, that Andy is actually a good person. Munachi put Ejike to rest in the bedroom because he was really beaten. He was wounded a lot. And then Munachi's mom stepped in and told Munachi to please give Ejike some space so that he can rest. That right now he is so tired and weak. I don't think that Munachi will ever leave Ejike's side. But she actually put it straight to the mother that I once lost him. Right now, I'm not going to leave him again. But then, the mother also went ahead to tell Munachi that life indeed has given Ejike a second chance. That Munachi should not allow Ejike to ruin it again. And she made a promise to the mother that she's never going to let that happen. But then, the uncle and Chinwe, the sister, were sitting on the couch and Ejike was trying to come downstairs. I can see how beautiful it is for families to reunite again. This is a nice reconciliation that is happening right here. Ejike came back, and for the first time, I am seeing a genuine apology coming out from Ejike. Ejike at this point was really humbled. Life has humbled Ejike. He came to apologize to Chinwe, the sister, and also to the uncle. And Chinwe went ahead to hug Ejike and was now telling Ejike that she was worried and she thought that she is never going to see Ejike again. The bond between families is so strong. But then you can see that the love went on, and Chinwe was even feeding Ejike. But look at how Rita and Munachi are peeping from the window to see how Chinwe is feeding Ejike, the brother. Muna, you are a winner thanks to a great courage you have, great love for your husband and family. Muna is a great woman. Please like the video if you have not liked the video, and subscribe to the channel if you are new here. I will see you on the next one. But for now, take care.